Oh, the 40-yard nightmare. It destroys many rounds, mostly because you don't intentionally leave yourself this type of shot. And sadly, we do these things. Oh no. Then you're in the bunker. Then the party begins. We're gonna fix you up so that instead of doing that, you're able with confidence every time, even if it's tricky just like this, you're gonna be just fine. And give yourself a chance for par or birdie more often than not. Let's get to it. For starters, never, ever, ever back that ball up in your stance. Here I'm using the 58-degree wedge, and when you back that up, you're asking for all kinds of trouble. Most of the time, you're just gonna do this. And then you're gonna be, across the green with like 30 yards this time. So you're gaining on it, but it's never gonna be good. So many people back it up because they think, oh, I need to hit the ball first. Don't worry, you're gonna hit the ball first. You do these things we're talking about, but don't back that ball way up in your stance. Instead, do the opposite. I like to move that thing way forward, like off my left foot, instep of my left foot. That's going to allow you to do the necessary things to get that ball in the air and stop closer to the hole than otherwise. That is what we need to start off with. And then you're on your way. But stop backing it up, start moving it forward. Okay, here's the second thing we can never ever do is this. Since we've moved the ball forward in our stance, you're gonna have this like tendency to wanna lift the ball in the air because it's so far forward. And this is what will happen, if you do that. You'll just thin it and, well, I'm almost in the azaleas back there. We don't want that. Here's how we don't help the ball in the air once you move it forward. I'm just gonna keep my spine angle through the shot. If I lose my spine angle, that's gonna cause me to come up on the ball. So we move that ball pretty far forward in our stance. So now I just wanna keep my side bend through the shot. Right here. And then we're on our way to perfection. So always keep your side bend through your shot, especially on these shorter ones. It's very, very critical. But there's still more to do, and you'll get it. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification too, so you don't miss out on anything. Appreciate the support of everybody, and thank you for being part of the journey. Next up is this. We don't ever, 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 ever want to hit off our back foot. Now, once we move the ball forward and we're keeping our side bend, it's so much easier to keep our weight on our back foot. We want to make sure that we get set up good here, we get our side bend, and then I just want to lead with my hips to my left side. So I want my hip weight, just if you rest your club on your hip here and you just kick it over, that's where I want my hip to be on my left side. And that will get your weight on the left side properly and just keep it there the entire swing. I mean, my weight never really went back. It doesn't need to on these 40-yarders because you're not going for distance. Everybody can hit the ball 40 yards, so you don't need a big weight transfer from side to side. Kick it with the hip and you're golden right there. And even practice hitting off, just barely touching this back foot on the ground, and you'll be on your way. There's one more thing we have to do, and this will change your short game approach, especially when you have these little tricky guys that can destroy a round. This is something I see so many people do. They decelerate through the ball, meaning they're slowing down or they're just not accelerating faster as they hit the ball. The number one reason you decelerate is because you have this 40-yarder and you take a swing. You look like John Daly back here. And so you take this long swing and then you're like, oh, I gotta slow down. Your brain knows, like, dude, that's too much. So the too long a swing is gonna cause you to slow down at the ball. And that's That's no good. So we have to make sure of two things. One is we know how far to take the club back. And the shorter shots, I just like my hands right around waist high here, belt buckle high, right in there. But everybody's gonna be a little different, but practice taking the shorter version of the swing and seeing what that produces versus the longer version of the swing. In order to accelerate, there's two ways to do it. One is we're accelerating our arms through the shot, but that's not what we want. We don't want our arms to be traveling faster. We want the club head to be traveling faster. That is going to help you with all different types of lies. Bad lies, thick lies, gnarly grass, sand shots, whatever it is. If that club head is the fastest accelerating piece of the swing, then you're gonna have success in these shots. So I'm not thinking, get my arms through. If you think get your arms through, a lot of people do that and they hit the ball right there. And you know what that means. That means Shank City. I want to let my hands allow the club head to go through the shot. Not rolling over, just accelerating the head through the ball. So that's what you got to think about. Let that club head pass the ball. That will cure your acceleration problems. And there's one more thing we need to do, and you will start loving these short shots. You'll look forward to these instead of dreading them. Here is the final piece of the pie. Just got a little alignment stick to help us out. This is what I see so many times with the short shots is people get in here and they're like getting all squared up, aiming, they're even aiming a little more right. But this is what will happen if you do all this. I mean, I did everything great. Oh my gosh. I just hit a 40-yard shot. How far did that thing go? Well, it went 73 yards. That's a little off. We don't want that. Okay, so it's all because of our aim. We want to accelerate. We want speed through the ball, but I want diffused speed. Meaning like that speed on that was great, but that's getting ball compression. It's really sending the ball. I want diffused speed. So in order to do that, here's what I like to do. I like to aim way over here to the left, way over there. And then I could aim the club face at the target. And so the club face is square. It's forward in my stance. Now when I swing like similar speed, I'm swinging way over here. So my speed is going this way. It's creating a lot more backspin, even a little side spin on the ball. All of that allows me to swing faster and get a shorter shot. And that's what I want. The last thing I want, especially when you have this short shot, when you're nervous or whatever, I don't want to swing shorter. I don't want a smaller swing. I want to be able to swing. So really aim far left. Practice aiming sideways in practice and just see where comfortable feels for you. But I like something like here, way forward, and then I could really swing at that and feel good about it. Yeah. I mean, that's like an accelerated fast swing, nearly the same speed, and I have a great opportunity to save par or make birdie on a par 5. So those are the keys of what to do to have success from 40 yards. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Good luck out there. See you in the next video.